Have an old Rheem model RAHE-042JAS. What size capacitor should be installed? A tech replaced it and now it cycles on and off.
I'll do all I can to help. How long have you been dealing with this?
Just a few days.
Do you plan on doing the work yourself?
Yes. At first he installed the wrong size for the condenser fan and it was shutting off. He said it was bad. I replaced it and the new one did the same thing. So I replaced the capacitor with the correct size and it runs fine. I was thinking if he installed the wrong size dual-run capacitor, could this be my problem?
Anything else we should know to help you best?
Don't think so.
Hi, I'm Brian and I'll be happy to help with this. The original dual-run capacitor would have been a 40 plus 5 MFD at 370 vac. 440 could have been substituted with no issue. If the fan motor has been replaced, I can't guarantee the new one would use a 5 MFD capacitor though.
He installed a 80/10. Fan motor was rated at 7.5, so I replaced the one he installed with an 87.5. I assumed he was installing the correct size.
Wow. The original fan motor was a 1/3 of a horsepower 1075 revolutions per minute 230 volt motor and used a 5 MFD capacitor. The original compressor should have been a Tecumseh reciprocating model and used a 40 MFD capacitor. Using an 80 MFD capacitor would load up the start winding heavily, causing the compressor to run unbalanced and very hot, probably cycling off on its internal overload protection. Let me know if you need any other OEM part info or part numbers for original equipment on that model. I have the complete parts list.
I need a 47.5 capacitor. No, I can handle it from here. I'll let you know if I encounter any other problems.
If you can still read the compressor brand and model number, I can doubly confirm. Rheem had a very common habit of putting in different compressors. You could possibly have a scroll compressor in your unit too. However, if the fan motor has been replaced and it requires a 7.5 MFD cap, and the compressor hasn't been replaced, it's a very good bet that a 40 plus 7.5 capacitor would be fine. I would use a 440 volt model, they are beefier than the 370 volt caps. My parts list also shows a compressor start relay and start capacitor if you need that info.
Copeland compressor CRJ30300PFU 230. Serial number not readable.
Thanks for clarifying that. That particular compressor calls for a 35 MFD at 440 volt capacitor per Copeland. So you would use a 35 plus 7.5 at 440 vac dual run capacitor. It also calls for a 189 to 227 MFD at 220 vac, 330 vac all the better, start capacitor and a potential relay part number #number 54, which is a GE3 or 3KC10V5 or a Mars 63 relay.
Would I be okay with a 47.5?
Yes, I wouldn't hesitate for a second to substitute a 40 for a 35.
I do not need a phone call. Just wanted text messages to stop. That's all.
Very good, that's why I always ask. Thanks for the great rating and best of luck with your AC unit. Have a great night. Brian.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.